in the bed. All I do is hit. I don't even care if I said that BB on my shit. Yeah, the love so bad, but I ain't cuffing bitch. I want my lead, I want Gaba, I want my seat.
Relentless Racing League, NASCAR dreams, full speed kings. Let's go. Relentless on the track, ain't no tapping the brake. Cup Series leaders got the whole grid shake. Xfinity stars with the future so bright. Truck Series banging through the day and night. ARCA rookies hungry, chasing that fame. NASCAR racing blood, gasoline in our veins. Green flag wave and the engine scream. 30 cars flying, living that speedway dream. Draft so tight, bumper to chrome. Every lap of battle, this is where we roam. Rubber business racing, yeah we know the code. Last lap glory on a victory road. From short tracks to super speedway nights. Legends made under flashing lights. One mission, one name, one goal too. Relentless Racing League coming through. Relentless on the track, ain't no tapping the brake. Cup Series leaders got the whole grid shake. Xfinity stars with the future so bright. Truck Series banging through the day and night. ARCA rookies hungry, chasing that fame. NASCAR racing blood, gasoline in our veins. Tires burning sparks when we dive down low. 3-watt thunder putting on a show. Spotter calling clear, crowd on their feet. Photo finish moments can't accept defeat. Championship dreams in every lane. Only the strongest survive the strain. From pit road hustle to the checkered wave. Every driver brave, every fan amazed. History written when the engines fade. Relentless Racing League got the legacy made. Relentless on the track, full throttle rage. Cup Xfinity, trucks at the stage. ARCA rising, next gen flame. NASCAR racing power, remember the name. Speed, heart, glory, all the same. Relentless Racing League, we own the game, how? Relentless on the track. Relentless on the track.
Alright everyone, welcome back to another installment of Relentless Racing League. Tonight we have the Asylum Clique Truck Series. We are at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the IBEW 150, I believe it is. Should be a fun race. So IBEW is the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, a union. They believe in collective bargaining agreement for all electrical workers to have a safe working condition and fair wages. They pay higher than non-union companies. They cover health care for you and your spouse and children. And they are always hiring. So check them out, IBEW. We are just wrapping up practice here. We're going to move into qualifying and get this fired up here pretty quick. Charlotte's a fun track, always puts on some good racing, so we will hopefully have a good race tonight. Alright, we're going to watch a couple of these guys come out here and get their lap in. Mike Weber wrecked it. Take a look at Gatlin Downey here as he comes out for his qualifying laps. Angel Wallen's got the top position at the moment, but we saw some pretty quick times in practice. We'll see how that 30.36 holds up. Riley Hoots to the top of the board with a 30.17. Todd Chase slides up in the second position with a 30.23. Paul Hush to the third spot with a 30.27. Joe Robert to the point, 30.16. Joey Burchett's coming out. He always seems to be one of the later ones to come out and put a time in. So we'll see what he's got here. He's always quick. See if he can knock Joe Robert off of that first position, that provisional pole. Joey Burchett with a 30.15. Tight times up at the front, a little more spaced out, a little further back. See what Adam Chapman does here. Oh, he gone. Ran out of time, it looks like. All right, well, they're gridding up. Give you a little advertisement from our title sponsor, IBEW.
If you're thinking about joining the IBEW, listen up. These pros and cons might change your mind. Joining the IBEW comes with major benefits. First, top pay and solid benefits. Union members earn some of the highest wages in the trades, plus healthcare and retirement. Second, structured training through the apprenticeship gives you both classroom and in-the-field experience. Third, job security and mobility. Union representation protects you and allows you to travel to work across different states. And finally, strong brotherhood. You'll be part of a tight-knit community that has your back on and off the job.
right, so we're going to go over our starting grid real quick while we get this going. Joey Burchett going to get the pole, bonus point. Joe Robert to his outside in P2. Riley Hoots, Alan Bledsoe, second row. Fifth and sixth, Todd Chase and Ryan McElwin. Seventh and eighth, Paul Hush and Angel Ballin. Ninth and 10th, Gatlin Downey, Scotty Watkins. 11th and 12th, Adam Chapman, Mark Gibbs. 13th, 14th, Austin Garner, Sean Pointer. Sean is not racing, I don't believe. 15th, Josh O'Connor. 16th, Christian DeBoer. 17th, Kevin Biggs. I believe he is not racing either. 18th, Kelly Thomas. 19th and 20th are not running. And 21st is Mike Weber. So a light field tonight. Well, we should get some good green flag runs in here with a smaller field. I think we're going to be somewhere around the 17 truck mark. So pretty light, but should still be good. Waiting on everybody to grid up here, and we're going to get rolling. Lights are out on the pace car, and we will get this rolling here. Pace car will duck down pit road. All right. Pace car should be ducking down any second now. We're going to get this thing going. 150 laps at Charlotte, IBEW 150. Green flag is out. Here we go. Joe Robert with a good start. Oh, and the 8 goes around. No caution as of yet. Go see what happened to Mark Gibbs in that 8 truck. Just got loose off the corner all by himself and put it into the inside wall. First lap. Joey Burchett back to the front, gonna try to make the pass on Joe Robert on the bottom line. Joe Robert will have the momentum off the top line, gonna put up a fight. Joe Robert leads that lap. Still side by side. Looks like Joe Robert might be clear. It's going to be close. Not quite clear. Joey Burchett to the bottom line. Going to try to make the pass on the low line. I feel like the top line is really going to chew up the tires, but you can see the momentum Joe Robert carries off the corner running that top line. Further back in the pack. See what we got going on. Riley Hoots looking underneath the 20 truck of Todd Chase. That would be for the 5th position. Back up at the front, still side by side. The Joe and Joey show. Alan Bledsoe caught up to him. He's going to look to see who he can work with to get around the other as Joe Roberts slides down in front of Joey Burchett. Looks like Joey Burchett got a little better drive off the corner this time than the 18. And Alan Bloodsell looks to put it 3 wide, looking low, 3 wide for the lead. I think Joey Burchett lifted a little bit there. Didn't want to be put 3 wide going in the corner. Probably a wise decision. 6 laps into a 150 lap race. Joe Robert to the lead. Alan Bloodsell in second. Joey Burchett third, and Ryan McElwain fourth. A little bit of a gap back to fifth for Riley Hoops. Alan Bloodsell looking for the lead on the low side, trying to get around that 18 truck. '18's gonna hold on to that position for now. I'll tell you what, it looks like he is really struggling on corner exit. That truck is exiting very wide, which means he is going to be using up that right front tire. Riley Hoots has caught this group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in a line with a little gap back to the 20 of Todd Chase. Got a 5-truck breakaway right now. Top 5 all under a blanket as Joey Burchett looks for that second position underneath Alan Bloodsell. Burchett looking almost clear. Todd Chase has entered this battle. Riley Hoots got around Ryan McElwain for that 4th position. Joey Burchett clears, slides up in front of the 42, Alan Bloodsell. Austin Garner moving up to the 7th position. He's starting to get into this battle here. 14 laps in, about halfway through a fuel run as Alan Bloodsell almost hits the wall. About 30 laps on a fuel run, so halfway through the fuel run here, tires are going to start wearing. You're going to see real quick who has been saving their tires and who has been burning them up. These guys tonight have 5 extra sets of tires, so tires will not really be an issue as far as quantity, but having to make the stop when you burn them up will definitely be a game changer for some. The ones who are able to save enough tire could potentially shave off 1 pit stop throughout the race. All going to depend on the cautions. 16 laps in, no cautions as of yet, as Riley Hoots looks underneath Alan Bledsoe for that 3rd position. Joey Burchett reeling in the 18 of Joe Robert. Todd Chase right on the bumper of the 5 of Riley Hoots in that 20 truck. Austin Garner all over the back end of the 24. They get a little squirrely. Oh, Austin Garner goes through the grass. Back here in the pack. This is back here for what would be the 8th position through somewhere around 14th. 35 Gatlin Downey in the wall. 3 wide. Oh, and the 28 gets hooked a little bit by the 35. Hits the wall in the tri-oval. No caution. 3 wide at Charlotte is very difficult, and that being in that position is very sketchy, especially on corner exit and through the tri-oval. Battle right here for what will be that 8th position as Adam Chapman tries to get around the 19 of Angel Ballin. Still battling for that 8th position. Adam Chapman in the 12, 19, Angel Ballin. Angel Ballin gonna be scored in that position this lap as the 59 of Josh O'Connor tries to look on the outside of the 12 of Adam Chapman. Back up front, Joey Burchett, Joe Roberts side by side for the lead. Joe Roberts still running that top line. Ryan McElwin, Austin Garner falling back a little bit. Austin Garner went through the grass in the tri-oval a little bit earlier, lost some momentum. There is Joe Roberts in the wall. Still able to keep it side by side. Burchett not going to clear. Side by side. Joey Burchett. Joe Roberts still holding that lead position, 22 laps in. Got the lead on lap 1 and has pretty much maintained it since. Joey Burchett still working on that bottom line. Side by side for the lead. Tight racing there as we see the 4 come up the track a little bit. Joe Robert riding that wall. Joey Burchett going to get credited with the lap led that lap. This group of 5 still close. Joe Robert going to slide down in front of that 4 truck, but washed back up the track. Todd Chase up to the 4th position. Riley Hoots in the 3rd position. Alan Bledsoe lost 2 spots. Austin Garner starting to work his way back up to this group here. Joey Burchett looking back underneath the 18. Oh, they touched doors. Joey Burchett to the lead. Clear. Joe Robert P2, Riley Hoots 3, Todd Chase 4, and Alan Bledsoe in 5th. Austin Garner creeping back into this picture. He is caught back up to this group of 5. Joey Burchett starting to drive away as we get towards the end of this fuel run. Austin Garner up into the 5th position. Joe Robert is falling. Once Joey Burchett got around him, Joey Burchett has driven away. Todd Chase in the 2nd position in that 20 truck, working that high line. Gonna get clear. Back here a little ways. Well, back to the front. Todd Chase P2, Austin Garner P3, Joe Robert, Riley Hoots, Alan Bledsoe dropping positions. Gotta be getting close to that first pit stop. Starting to single file out as we get towards the end of this run. Joe Robert falling back all the way to the 6th position. I believe he burned up his tires trying to battle Joey Burchett on that top line. Riley Hoots looking for that 3rd position to the outside of the 45 of Austin Garner. Austin Garner to pit road. Joe Robert to pit road. Currently, this would be for the 5th position. Adam Chapman in the 12, Ryan McElwain 24, Gatlin Downey 35, Josh O'Connor 59. Ryan McElwain to pit road. Riley Hoots, Alan Bledsoe pit road. Austin Garner coming out of pit road. Mike Weber in the 13 is in pit road. Christian DeBoer up to the 7th position. We haven't really talked about him tonight. Started at the back. He's coming to pit road. Kelly Thomas to pit road. Scotty Watkins to pit road. Angel Ballin to pit road. Paul Hush to pit road. So we are in the middle, almost to the end of our green flag stops. Currently left out there is... Oh, what happened here? The 5 goes around. Let's see what had happened. Just got up on the track a little bit and lost it. Todd Chase coming down pit road. Gatlin Downey down pit road. Those were our last two. Todd Chase very, very slow down pit road. I think he ran out of fuel. Caution is out. That was for Riley Hoots. So this is going to cycle Joey Burchett back to the lead with Austin Garner in second and Joe Robert third. Todd Chase able to get off of pit road. Must have had enough momentum to get to his pit box. Lights should be out on the pace car this lap. And we should get double filed to restart this thing. Oh, just kidding. Joey Burchett got trapped a lap down. Todd Chase is actually going to be our leader here. Todd Chase, the benefit of that caution coming out for Riley Hoots. Gonna be the leader. Gatlin Downey should be in second, and then all the waiver round trucks, and they will have to start single file. That shook things up quite a bit. '56 of Christian DeBoer currently scored one lap down. However, I believe he is going to start in front of Joey Burchett and the rest of them. Actually, Burchett is in second, but he will start in front of them because of everybody else taking the waiver round. So it's going to be single file restart, not intentionally. This is interesting. Todd Chase gets a good jump. See what's going to happen back here. Single filed out kind of tames down the restarts a little bit. Todd Chase going to be out by a good margin before these guys even start getting close. Joey Burchett going to go underneath the 56. Christian DeBoer currently one lap down as the 18 runs him high. Josh O'Connor jumped to pits. I wonder if he was having some network issues. Current running order: Todd Chase, Joey Burchett, Austin Garner, Joe Robert, Adam Chapman. Adam Chapman able to work his way up through the pit cycle to be up in this top 5. He was in that second group before, quite a ways back. We'll see what he's got now. Last week's winner. Joey Burchett has reeled in Todd Chase. Currently 5 trucks at least 1 lap down. 12 trucks on the lead lap. This is going to get pretty boring, I think. Still 110 laps to go and only 12 trucks on the lead lap. Single filed out. Got a little action back here with the 35 of Gatlin Downey and the 13 of Mike Weber. Mike Weber is going to clear. Oh, and they wreck. Let's go see what happened. Let's see if we can get a good action shot here. Oh, this is after. We're going to back it up and see what we can find out. Go to this camera and see what happened. 13 just got gotten that spin, and 35 couldn't react. Both of them get caught up in it. Joe Robert to the lead, or I'm sorry, Joey Burchett to the lead, Todd Chase in second, Austin Garner third, Joe Robert fourth, and Adam Chapman fifth. Alan Bledsoe sitting back there in that 6th position. And then we got a little bit of a gap to Angel Ballin and Kelly Thomas. It's a pretty big gap, I'm not going to lie. Joey Burchett up 6/10 over Todd Chase. Austin Garner's 2/10 behind. Joe Robert at that 1 second mark off the leader. Adam Chapman, Alan Bledsoe right there. And then we got almost 3 full seconds back to the 7th position. So looks like we have 2 groups here. 3 groups really. 9th and 10 are kind of in their own group at that 9 second mark. And then Gatlin Downey caught up in that wreck with the 13 of Mike Weber. Going to be nursing that truck until he can get a caution and hopefully get some of that repaired. No real side-by-side battles as of yet. Alan Bledsoe looking underneath the 18 of Joe Robert. That would be for the 4th position. Joe Robert still working that high line. I'm just waiting for that wall to come out and grab him, because as high as he's running, eventually he is going to step over that limit. Alan Bledsoe looks like he might have the position. Joe Robert going to keep it wound up on the top side. Battle back. Austin Gardner looking underneath. Todd Chase looking for a way to get through for that 2nd position. Joey Burchett just sitting there 4/10 back, just running his race, saving his tires. Should one of these guys get close enough where he has to actually start pushing the truck a little bit. Go back and check on our 2nd group. Side by side, Kelly Thomas, Angel Ballin for that 7th position. And then you got a, whoa, Adam Chapman must have blinked out. Then we got another group back here, Paul Hush in the 28, old school Jeff Gordon T-Rex truck, and Scotty Watkins in the 99, and then Gatlin Downey all by himself. Christian DeBoer by himself. Josh O'Connor, Mark Gibbs, and I think the rest of these guys have called it a night. Austin Garner switching his lineup. He's going to start rolling the top line, see if he can get around the 20 that way. Looks like he lost a little bit of time doing so. That 6th position, still a battle back here. Joe Robert, Adam Chapman. That's Joe Robert, and they wreck. I don't know what happened there, but we're going to go check it. Back it up just a little bit here, because I think this, no, it was clean through there. Oh, Chapman misjudged it and just got in that left rear of Joe Robert and caused them both to wreck. And everybody behind him avoids caution number 2. Lap 54 of 150 of the IBEW 150 at Charlotte. We are going to take a commercial break, and we will be back for some more racing action.
My body got me overdrive. Can't hear we talking about, bitch, you know my guy. Run outside, I let that pop, 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 pop. Run outside, he die. That's a new one in my clique. That's a new one, he get hit. Oh my God, she bad. Yeah, that not my bitch. I ain't even gonna bed. All I do is hit. I don't even care if I said that.
Austin Garner will be the leader. Josh O'Connor will take a waiver round. Should put him back on the lead lap. Should be 45 Austin Gardner, 4 Joey Burchett, 20 Todd Chase, and the 42 Alan Bledsoe, with Kelly Thomas in that 44 rounding out the top 5 on the restart. We should get double file restarts now that we didn't have everybody except for one take a wave around. So maybe we'll get a little more racing action. 45 back down pit road. Interesting. Gonna give up that second position. I wonder if maybe he missed his pit box. Why don't we go take a look real quick. See what happened on the last one. No, he went in his pit box. Maybe fuel only. I'm thinking that's what he did. So all of that track position he had, he just lost. So that's going to put Joey Burchett back to the front with Todd Chase to his outside, Alan Bledsoe in third, Kelly Thomas fourth, and Scotty Watkins in fifth. Haven't talked too much about him as of late. Lights are out on the pace car. Green flag is out. Joey Burchett. 42. Alan Bledsoe going to spin his tires a little bit on that restart. But going to get a pretty decent launch. Going to keep up with the 40 or the 4 of Joey Burchett. Todd Chase in third. Scotty Watkins fourth. Gatlin Downey looking for that 5th position on the bottom inside of the 44 of Kelly Thomas. Gonna clear. Gatlin Downey P5. Single filed out. Gatlin Downey looking on the high side of the 99. Gatlin Downey looking to make some moves. 42. Alan Bledsoe looking to the bottom underneath the 40, underneath the 4. Joey Burchett to the top line, going to keep the momentum and the position. Gatlin Downey moves himself up to the 4th position. Working on third, Gatlin Downey pushing, trying to get those positions early. He's going to slide up in front of the 20 of Todd Chase into that 3rd position. Todd Chase battling back on the bottom. Not going to be enough. That highline momentum going to put Gatlin Downey securely in that 3rd spot. Joey Burchett in the lead. Alan Bledsoe in the 42 in 2nd. Gatlin Downey in 3rd. Todd Chase 4th. And Scotty Watkins in 5th. Single filed out. Austin Garner in the 7th position. Came back down pit road. Gonna try to climb his way back up to the front. Looks like it's pretty tough to move through the field tonight. It seems like everybody's getting grouped up, at least once we get some good racing. Not much action at the moment. All single filed out, at least our front runners. Austin Garner has caught up to the 19 of Angel Ball and looking to make the pass on the bottom. Gonna enter the corner side by side. '19 battles back with the momentum from the high line. '19 maintains the position. Angel Ball in for the 6th position. Out front, Joey Burchett still leading this group. Alan Bledsoe in 2nd. Gatlin Downey in 3rd. Todd Chase in 4th. Scotty Watkins in 5th. Austin Garner able to get underneath that 19, make the pass for the 6th position. Christian Abor trying to catch up to these two so he can try to move forward as well. He's caught up to that 19 truck, looking on the bottom line for the pass. That will be for the 7th position.
Good evening.
Hello, Richard.
Hello.
Well, pretty boring race tonight. I think we're down to like 10 or 11 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, I was watching that, so I decided to come and help out, you know, try to animate a little bit.
Yeah,
Sorry for
yeah.
Being late.
Oh, you're good, man.
The race just finished.
I appreciate
My
it.
race just
'Cause,
finished, so.
It's kind of a boring race. I'm not gonna lie. Only had 17 trucks to start with.
Yeah, so that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a total contradiction to what we have in Xfinity and next gens, where we generally have between 25 and 35 starting cars.
Yeah.
Under 20, that's low, especially for a big track like Charlotte.
Exactly. Yeah, a lot of people missing tonight. But that's okay. That leaves plenty of room for advancement for next season for our ARCA drivers. So
That's fair.
Burchett still leading by 2
I
tenths.
do know some people that are interested to join in ARCA in the next season. So
Yeah, there's been quite a few people coming in that are looking for ARCA, but ARCA is currently full. So next season, once some of these ARCA drivers move up and fill up this truck series, that's going to leave a lot of openings for new drivers to come in.
yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna have them be put on standby, just try, you know, to populate the field. So is Joe Robert a lap down?
He
appears to be, isn't it?
He's on the back end of the lead lap, I believe. No, he is 1 lap down. He got caught up in a little bit of a
He
wreck.
just got caught up. Yeah. Okay, because he just got passed by Burchett and Bledsoe.
Yep.
And Gatlin Downey, I believe. Yep.
Yep. Bledsoe's trying to close in this gap, catch up to that Ford truck, but that kind of been sitting right around that 2/10 mark.
Let me start my little software, give me some input on what's going on.
Not much, single filed.
Right.
Run down the field and see if we can find any action. Got a little bit here as Christian DeBoer and Scotty Watkins, Kelly Thomas try to get around Joe Robert. They're going to make it through no problem.
Point, the lap cars might be, you know, the best opportunity these guys would have to catching up to the rest of the field, right? Like, at least catching up to somebody, trying to fight for position.
Slow them down a little bit because it looks like it's difficult to pass out here tonight. The top line has been a very defensive line, but it seems to eat up the tires a little bit. But, yeah, it's been grouped up most of the night, but now it's kind of pretty evenly spread out.
I see Bledsoe still right up Burchett's rear. I wonder how much Burchett is saving out of those tires.
Yeah, all I can say is that gap has been sitting kind of right around that 2 to 3/10 mark for quite a while, so I assume Bledsoe has closed the gap a little bit, but I assume this might be a manage the gap thing and save those tires.
Probably. Quick question, were there cautions?
2 cautions. I
Okay.
want to say it was 2. We had one for Riley Hoots, spun himself coming out of pit road during the tail end of a green flag pit stop. And then we had a second one with the Joe Robert and the Adam Chapman little deal there.
And I'm looking right now, there's a 10-second gap between Joe Robert and Adam Chapman. So they're not, well, they're fighting for position, but not actively fighting for it.
Right.
They're still, as you mentioned, they're still a group for 5th. No. Yeah. So Christian Bauer, 1 second behind Austin Gardner, and after him. So a battle for 6th, actually.
Yep.
Apologies. So Kelly Thomas, Scotty Watkins fighting for that position. Probably just monitoring for a mistake
Right.
from the 56. And that's why, yeah, that's going to be a race of attrition, right? It's just going to be a race of saving your tires and making sure that you don't make a mistake.
And they are approaching, I won't say they're close, but they're approaching the window for a green flag pit stop here pretty soon. So we might see some closer racing. And I'm assuming somewhere around 10 laps or so will be the next pit cycle.
Okay.
Caution was at lap 50. Take that back. They pitted at lap 55, and we're thinking somewhere around 30, about 32 laps. I feel like is about max 32, 33. So we're getting to that window.
Okay, so still a couple of pit stops to do at this point.
Yes, just past the halfway mark a few laps ago.
And we have Farnan saying hi in the chat. Hello, Farnan.
Farnan. Oh, we got a battle.
Farnan, ooh.
Todd Chase and Gatlin Downey for the 3rd position. Gatlin.
Look at that.
Gatlin pushed early on in this run and maybe seeing the effects of doing so as Todd Chase seems to be a little bit quicker on the long run. This has brought Austin Gardner back in.
Yeah, like a couple laps ago, Austin Gardner was more than a seconds away from Todd Chase, and right now they're all bundled up. So I think you're right. Gatlin Downey probably just burned his tires a little bit too much,
and
leaving a good opportunity for these guys.
I'd be willing to bet that Gatlin Downey still looks like he might not have the damage anymore, but he got caught up in one that didn't bring out a caution earlier, had some damage, but it looks like he might have got it all fixed as these 3 are battling for that position. Austin Gardner considered going 3 wide there No, we know this ain't Farnan. I believe that is Joe Ibarra. I could be wrong, but that name looks like a Joe Ibarra name. WT Tiger 42.
No, yes, yeah, but I was talking about David Farnan
Yep.
Jr. 852.
Yeah, that's definitely David Farnan. Farnan.
Yeah. Farnan, who I have to say was pretty quick on Monday.
Oh, this is not Joe Ibarra. Then I don't know who it is.
Me neither.
Oh, that is some tight battle in Todd Chase. 20, 45 Austin Garner, Gatlin Downey 35. Christian DeBoer is looking to join this group here pretty quick.
Yeah, and if you recall, Kelly Thomas was also pretty close to this group, so I feel like Scotty Watkins in the 99 dropped off a little bit, but yeah, DeBoer is looking to join. Kelly Thomas looking to join. I see a lot of like the top runners not here tonight. Derek Pemberton not here. Alyssa not here.
Kyle Miller.
Not
Yep.
here either.
Christian DeBoer has joined this group.
It's now a 4-wide battle for the position. Oh, and we have the 45 of Austin Gardner pitting. He just called it. Pitting this time. Let's look for a black flag. Is he able to slow? He seems like he's coming in quick, but I don't see a black flag for him. He seems to be doing just fine.
Back up
So
front.
good.
The gap, very similar. Alan Bledsoe, Joey Burchett. And if I know Burchett, he's going to run this a little longer. He'll let Bledsoe pit first. That would be my assumption from what I've seen of him all season. Bledsoe with a good run to the outside.
He's going for it. Side by side. So yeah, generally Charlotte, the top line, you'll have a better exit, but that's going to burn your tires.
Yes. Adam Chapman comes out of pits.
And since Chapman is Burchett's teammate, he might be able to play the team game.
Yep.
And, block a little bit. Nothing illegal, but,
Gotta
it
go.
is a team game after all.
He's got to go somewhere, right? And if they're battling
Yeah,
side by
exactly.
side, he's not going to go in front of his teammate. You can pretty much guarantee that. As Alan Bledsoe is able to clear the 4.
But that might be taxing on the tires to do so. You see Bledsoe coming in hot again.
Looks like
And
he
42, as he just passed Burchett, is going into the pits, and I believe the 4 is as well.
gonna follow suit here.
Yeah, we have a bunch of people that just called it. Todd Chase, the Bauer.
Oh, and Bledsoe looped it on pit road into the wall. That
Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
I think he
probably
might
tried
have
to slow
lucked
down with.
out though, because
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any damage on the front end.
I'll be right back.
No caution, still green. In the middle of a green flag pit cycle. Austin Garner will, I believe, inherit the lead as the first truck to pit.
Apologies, an alarm on my phone was ringing.
Austin Garner is going to get to the lead.
I don't know if you called it, but Todd Chase, number 20, has got a penalty.
Oh no, what happened?
Probably speeding in the pits. If I had to guess, he probably a hold 40 seconds.
Yeah, looks like he is
Gonna watch
holding.
his inside camera.
Austin Garner to the lead. And he's got,
And we have a caution.
and caution is out. Alan Bledsoe crashed.
I would guess he has a bit too much damage.
Well, we're going to see what happened. Self spin off turn 4. blew his engine. He is done
So he
for
was
the night.
able. Yes, he has a meatball. So despite spinning it out on pit entry, he was able to go out with Burchett. So that's impressive.
And my assumption is he was frustrated with himself for spinning it on pit road and was maybe pushing a little too hard, and then he spun himself on exit of turn 4.
Yeah, according to his radio message, it appears his tires were just too cold and he pushed too hard.
Yep. That's what it looked like. Third caution of the night, 90 laps in.
And right now, the first lapped car
Josh
would
O'Connor.
be, yeah, Josh O'Connor, yeah.
He'll get that lucky dog, get back on the lead lap. That will put, I believe, 10 cars on the lead lap. Todd Chase 1 lap down. Adam Chapman 1 lap down.
And since some of these guys already pitted, well, Burchett is going back into the pits, probably trying to top off a little bit on gas.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Well, especially if you can't finish it, you know. How many laps? 150? Oh,
Yeah,
it's Charlotte after all. It's the longest race of the season.
They are kind of right in that pit window, but I think I could definitely see Austin Gardner coming down because he pitted earlier. But I don't think Burchett really would have had a fuel problem. I've watched him do like 32, 33 laps under green. Maybe
Maybe he just wanted to top off a little bit so he could run longer.
Maybe. WT Tiger 42 says Joe Robert is about to drive through the field. I don't know about that. Joe Robert, I don't know what kind of damage he still has, but
well, he's still in the pits, so if he's able to get everything repaired, I'll go take a look, see how.
Ooh, that front end is not looking so good. I'm a disagree with you there.
Oh yeah, he's missing a fender too.
Yeah, I don't think he's driving through anything.
And there's no teammates to run through either, so.
Right. I mean, there's still one associate teammate, pseudo teammate, if you will, out there, but.
Oh, Bledsoe, he crashed. So.
No, I think Kelly Thomas is on Premier, and they are a sister team, if you will.
Oh, that's fair. Yes, I forgot that Kelly Thomas was part of the team. Yes, that's right.
So
I'm not familiar with him.
Christian DeBoer gonna inherit the lead, and Joey Burchett. Kelly Thomas will be in second. Joey Burchett and Austin Gardner, we watched them dive down pit road. They're going to restart third and fourth. So they didn't lose too much. They lost 2 positions each, really.
Yeah, but again, I mean, we have, 13 trucks on the track.
Yeah.
Even if he was to go towards the end of the field, it wouldn't be a big problem for Burchett. We know how quick he is. That wouldn't be a problem. Burchett in trucks, Schaefer in Xfinity. It's the same deal, right?
The class of the
These
field.
guys can just go back to field. Yeah. and like Schaefer did a masterclass again on Monday. He had a penalty in the pits. He got a new well, I believe, from iRacing.
Yep.
And he finished 3rd at the end. So, what can I say? The guy is hard to beat.
All right, lights are out on the pace car. We will be going green this time by. Pace car is going to dive down pit road, and Christian DeBoer will control this restart.
And we're green.
Good launch for the 56.
Yeah, very poor start for the 44, though. Kind of held the field a little bit on the outside line. Burchett didn't really go quick neither, surprisingly.
But looks like he is going to be...
Got close. Ooh. they're getting close.
Thought he was going to be
I
battling
believe
for
Austin
that.
Garner's trying to. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I thought he was going to be battling for that second position, but now he's battling for the third or now fourth position. Gatlin Downey making the move
That's right.
underneath the 19. Trying to get that fifth position.
Oh, and 35 is a bit loose out of 2.
44.
I saw his truck wiggling a little bit.
Looked like the 44 had the same issue on corner exit. Looked like he chased it down the track a little bit. Open the
He
door.
just lost 2 positions. About to lose a third.
Oh! 35 in the wall,
44
44.
hard.
But with
that was hurt.
With that being said, Austin Gardner went from 4th to 2nd. He is in front of Joey Burchett. The 44 is falling pretty hard right now, all the way down to the 6th position. So, yeah, falling, but I guess pretty hard might be a very loose term to use.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, you can only fall to 10th, really.
Yeah, for sure. Well, one of the good news is we have more trucks on the lead lap. Joshua O'Connor is back on lead lap. Joe Robert as well. The first lap car right now would be Adam Chapman and Todd Chase, as Todd Chase had a 40 seconds hold.
And they are right by each other, so they will be battling for that lucky dog position should the caution come out. Go back and check on our leader, Christian DeBoer. Joey Burchett is there.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, he's right there. So he's not gonna wait too long to take that position, I believe. No offense to DeBoer, but I think he was quicker in the ARCA car. He's still getting used to the truck this season, and Burchett masters that truck.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna be an easy deal for Burchett to make that pass.
Looking to the
We have
outside.
a battle side by side. We have a side by side battle. The 44 and who would that be?
12.
Yes. Oh, but that's a lapped car.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it was a side by side battle.
We look for any of those as Joey Burchett working the outside of the 56, should have the momentum off the corner, should get the lead right here. Gonna clear the 56 of Christian DeBoer. Joey Burchett, number 4, to the lead.
Yes, and Joshua O'Connor just passed the 99 of Scotty Watkins, for 6th position. They were also side by side into 3 and 4, and O'Connor came out victorious of that little battle.
Chat, WT Tiger says Joe will bring his charge toward the front any minute now. Just watch.
Yeah, sure. If you say so, buddy.
And Joe Robert is around a truck 3 laps down, missing a left front fender. I think the only charge is when the leaders come to catch him.
Pretty much.
Side by side, 59 and 19, Josh O'Connor and Angel Ballin for the 5th position. O'Connor on the low line, Ballin on the high line.
Oh, yeah, O'Connor still battling Angel Ballin for that 5th position, eh?
Yep. Ballin able to maintain the position on the top line with that momentum. Joe is a real Canadian hero.
He's sure as hell not. Let me tell you that.
The Canadians won't claim him either.
Nope.
Josh O'Connor got the position. Up to the 5th spot, cleared the 19 as the 20 truck is looking underneath. He is still 1 lap down and got in front of his teammate, the 12, Adam Chapman, for that lucky dog.
Good effort.
Now he just needs a caution.
This season, Todd Chase was able to improve a lot.
I
I feel like he's making fewer mistakes. He's quicker, more consistent this season.
would agree.
That's nice to see. That's what we want to see, right? We want people to improve, to get better, and that's what we're here for.
I would much rather see people improve to a point where they're good versus come in and just be good, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's I personally like to watch that and see how the people develop within Relentless Racing League.
No, exactly. That's always a nice story too. Like you can see people developing, learning the ropes a little bit, learning to get acclimated to the cars, to the people around them too. That's one of the problems too when you go up in inside Relentless, is you can be a little bit unfamiliar. Oh, Scotty Watkins.
I think he
having
blinked.
some trouble.
I think he blinked
Yes,
out.
he blinked. Yes, but after that, I think he had a contact. It went down on the 44.
Yeah, and then if you watch,
and disappeared.
His tires turn all the way to the right, so he definitely had some sort of connection issue. And then we had a Mark Gibbs crash. Let's see what happened.
And he collected Scotty Watkins.
Let's see.
We might have a caution coming out because Scotty Watkins is currently in the wall. Oh no, he's going into the pits.
Oh, just run right into the back of him.
Yeah, a little bit of ARCA braking there.
Well, and to be fair, the 99 was kind of making a move low and then move back to the top, so it's just kind of an unpredictable line there.
It's really not easy. It could be a situation where Scotty Watkins can't see anything. We've had situations like that in the past where we see people blinking, but for them, there's nobody around.
Well,
so, or maybe even their screen is frozen. So
yeah,
that can be critical.
There was definitely something going on there because, like I said, he hit the wall and then his tires turned all the way to the right, and then all of a sudden they came back to the normal position. So something weird happened there. I believe to be a tech issue on his end.
Absolutely. We do have a little battle. Well, we had a battle for 6 between Kelly Thomas and Angel Ballin. The Ballin is falling a little bit behind. He was under 2/10. Now he's around 5/10.
Gatlin Downey is working into position to battle the 45 of Austin Garner.
Despite the low car count right now, we still have some good battles on track, and these guys are all on fresh tires. Well, fresh-ish.
Yes.
Other 20 laps. So yeah, that's interesting. We make do.
Yeah, 2021, pretty much everybody. I think a large group of them, like we said, I think just topped off with fuel. So that won't be reflected on that stint length view you just saw on your screen.
Oh yeah, just to conclude on my thought here, since action is a bit lackluster at the moment, one of the things that's pretty cool at Relentless, right, is we have the opportunity to go up the ladder. But one of the risks with that is you have to get familiar with the car really quick, but also get familiar with the people around you. You have to learn how people around you drive. They have to anticipate how you drive as a newcomer. It's a pretty good challenge to have for sure.
Yes, absolutely. It's some people love it, some people don't, but that's the way we do it, and we've had a lot of compliments on our progression system.
It's pretty good, honestly. I, as someone who came up from trucks on previous season, right now I'm in Xfinity. I'm having a blast. One, because the car I feel is better. I was gonna say how the O'Reilly car. I'm gonna say the O'Reilly car now. How the O'Reilly cars drive, I prefer those. But also the field is just so tight.
Yes.
In that series, it's such a strong a strong field of like a strength of field of like almost 3,000, which is insane.
Right.
It's a very strong field.
Yeah, Xfinity, I feel like probably puts on the best show in Relentless because the gap and the car, the skill gap and the car are they're a good fit, right? They're not easy to drive, but they're more, I think, kind of align with what everybody has done in their iRacing career.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And then the next stop is next gen, which is complete opposite of what they've done in their previous, lower, car class, lower licenses in iRacing because they just react completely differently. So it's a much bigger jump from the Xfinity to Cup, a lot bigger conversion or transition, if you will. But I feel like for the style of racing and car and progression, Xfinity is really the pinnacle before you make a very sharp left-hand turn instead of going more in a straight line.
Yeah, I'm still pondering if I want to ask for a promotion to next gen. I'm still unclear because I'm gonna have to unlearn everything I learned about the Xfinity car and the trucks to learn the next gen. So
yeah.
I'm still wondering, do I do that to myself?
I mean, if you like a challenge, it's a good step to take. If you don't like challenge and you like staying in a comfort zone, then that's kind of Xfinity, right? And we have a lot of people that stay in Xfinity. Nothing against them. A lot of them just like the car.
Oh, it's a very good car.
Oh,
all right, Matt. Mr. Forns here. Yeah, next gen is best car.
That's because it fits his driving style.
Yeah, exactly. Gen 6 was the best car.
Loved it. Loved it. NASCAR needs to bring it back.
The Gen 7 is another deal. Oh, yeah, for sure. It was a blast on road courses, too. I drove that thing on, on Francorchamps in Belgium in another league. And, man, that was so much fun driving that car around there. I wouldn't do that with the next gen, though.
That car, I feel like, is very comparable to the current ARCA car at a road course. It's slightly different, don't get me wrong, but apples to apples, I feel like they are very, very close in how you drive them at a road course.
All right, I'm going to throw a little jab at Mr. Forns here. He says my style is the best style. Therefore, where is your win this season, bud? If your style is the best style? Where is the win this season then, bud?
He's waiting for Talladega to do it in style.
Also, I'm joking, obviously. I love you, Mr. Forns.
Ooh, Mark Gibbs says, I'm still in the pits getting fixed. I'd like to thank my teammate for coming back on the track. Ooh, so we may have some teammate on teammate crime. Might be a little heated at their next drivers meeting.
Yes, sir. We do have some action for the lead right now, actually.
Oh, yeah, Christian DeBoer.
56. Yeah, going for the inside of the 4 of Burchett.
And
would you look at that?
They are getting to the window where they can pit now and go the rest of the way on fuel. Stint says they're kind of right in that window as well. 30 laps on tires, 31 laps on tires.
Yeah, they might be close to it, yeah.
So they could split this in half should they choose to, or they can run it a little bit longer. I don't know how much longer, but the ones that did pit, come back down for fuel, will be able to run a little bit longer than, say, the 56 of Christian DeBoer.
That's fair. And we had a battle for 5th as well. Joshua O'Connor was able to gain that position on the 44 of Kelly Thomas. Also, Mr. Forns, all I hear is excuses.
He does have a lot of those.
He accused Davey of stealing it. Stealing the win. All I hear is excuses.
I was wondering what he was trying to say there. Stalling it?
Yeah. Stolen it? Stolen it.
All right, we got some pit road. Christian DeBoer came down. Kelly Thomas,
Yes, sir.
44, came down pit road.
20 will be pitting as well.
See, if I'm the 20, I'm running it as long as I can because I'm in that lucky dog position.
Yeah, exactly. And his teammate is just overtaking him. So right now, 12 of Adam Chapman would be the first in the lucky dog position.
Joe Robert
the
pits.
leader-
45 Austin Garner.
The leader will be pitting. I believe the 59 of Joshua O'Connor will be pitting as well. The 12 is pitting.
4 did come down.
28 pitting.
Gatlin Downey came down. 59 coming there hot.
Oh, yeah.
He's drifting around that corner. Paul Hush.
Oh,
Looks like
but
he's
right
coming
now,
down.
that means O'Connor has a battle with Gatlin Downey out of the pits. He was able to gain some momentum in the pit entrance.
So Christian DeBoer is going to regain the lead as Austin Gardner came out. Just it was not up to speed. We got to see where Joey Burchett is going to come out at.
O'Connor was not able to overtake Gatlin Downey out of the pits, but they're still pretty close.
Looks like Burchett is going to come out in the 3rd position. And B, well, we're going to look at the gap here. So DeBoer, Garner, 3/10, and then we got 3.5 seconds back to Joey Burchett.
So maybe DeBoer and Garner made the right call pitting earlier.
Yeah, we'll just see what the long run does.
Just a reminder, right now we're on lap 125 on a race of 150. Therefore, we have 25
Chapman
laps to go.
squarely off the corner, was able to gather it back up without wrecking.
Oh, yes. Didn't hit the wall there. Everything is fine.
Gatlin Downey, 4th.
Austin Garner just set the fastest lap.
He's pushing right now. He wants this lead. 25 to go, 2/10 back.
Or maybe his own personal best lap, but 30.3, that's a pretty good lap.
Super Canadian is up to P9. Here he comes.
So, I don't know who you are, WT Tiger 42, but I'm offended. Y'all can keep Wisconsin boy over there.
We don't want him.
We don't want him either.
We figured we'd just send him north.
No, that's not how it works. No. You keep him. If you want us to take him, there's going to be a tariff on that.
Ooh. I don't know if we're willing to spend any money for that, though. Just kidding, Joe. We would definitely spend some money on you.
To send him our way. Damn. Joe did tell me he was more Canadian than Dick, says Matt Farnes. I heard that somewhere, and that's a bold statement.
Those are fighting
That's
words.
a bold statement. Yes. If he hasn't watched Letterkenny and Shoresy, he's not Canadian at all.
Gonna have a little
gonna say it.
Donnybrook.
Yeah.
I'd have a scrap.
Yeah, bitter. Yeah, pitter patter. Let's get at her. Should be one thing. Should be efficient. Racing.
Yeah. Austin
There's a
Gardner.
little bit of that.
maintaining
Austin
that
Gardner.
gap. Gains a little bit,
Yeah.
loses a little bit. Had a good run off of turn 2.
That reminds me of the Charlotte race in Next Gen. At some point, you know, you guys were just driving around in circles. I'm gonna say it. So at some point, Jacob and I were like, "Whoa, racing! You know, what's going on there?"
All right.
There were some long runs there.
Top 3. We'll do top 5. Christian DeBoer, Austin Gardner, Joey Burchett, Gatlin Downey, Josh O'Connor. Joey Burchett has cut that lead down by a half a second in, 5 laps? So the math, if he can maintain that pace, should... Oh! Both DeBoer and Garner get a little sideways off of turn 4, but if Burchett can maintain that pace, he will be right there when it comes down to the checkered flag. 2 seconds. He's moving even faster.
And they're about to lap Joe Robert, who's not about to go through the... Well, he's about to go through the field, but the other way around.
Yeah, just the wrong direction.
O'Connor is able to maintain a very decent gap with the 35 with Gatlin Downey, fighting for that 4th position. Considering he was a lap down at some point during the race, that's a... if he can maintain this or even get the 4th position, that would be an excellent result for him tonight. Go team North-South.
.45 Austin Gardner. Trying to use that top line to get there.
The teammates that chase. Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh, yeah, well, they're oh my God, yeah, they're battling. I was looking at the teammates that chase and Adam Chapman, but right now that's better entertainment for sure.
And we have a lap car in the way as well, so this may...
Ooh, the bar a bit loose out of 2.
45's got a bumper underneath, and the 18 is going to dive to the bottom, get in the way of the 45. He's going to put him 3 wide.
Are they going to go 3 wide?
They're 3 wide. Austin Gardner in the lead at the moment, 56, working that high line. 45 clear. Austin Gardner to the lead. Joey Burchett, 1 second back now, has gained over a second in 4 laps.
Oh yeah, he's pushing hard. I mean, you're Burchett, you want that win, right? He's accustomed to them. He wants them. Got to respect that.
Austin Gardner in the lead.
We have a 2/10 gap between Gatlin Downey and O'Connor as well. That's another good battle.
Yeah, starting to close up a little bit. Looks like O'Connor is a little quicker. He's going to look to the bottom. Gatlin Downey gets in the wall.
And he cleared him.
He cleared him.
And
then O'Connor goes into the wall.
Oh yeah.
On the straightaway.
You're not supposed to go in the wall on the entrance, just on the exit. That's not how it works, but
back up front, Joey Burchett down to a little over 0.6 of a second gap.
Oh yeah, Burchett is going for it. Gatlin Downey is still within 2/10 of O'Connor, though, so I believe that's going to be a battle for a couple of laps at least. Everybody else is pretty much, spread out. Kelly Thomas is a bit by himself, surrounded by lap cars. Angel Ballin also by himself. Paul Hush, Joe Robert just got lapped. Todd Chase and Adam Chapman, as I was saying, they're together, just running around together. Scotty Watkins came back on track, but a bit by himself. Mark Gibbs as well. So most of the battles are for 1st and 2nd position and for 4th.
Joey
So
Burchett
top 5 is battling.
slides into that 2nd position in front of the 56 of Christian DeBoer. Going to set his sights on the 45, 12 laps to go.
Yeah, that's going to be a tight battle for the lead.
Yeah, I just don't think Garner has enough left on his tires to hold off Joey Burchett. He's climbed so quick. I don't know. He's gonna He's got to hope that Burchett used up his tires getting up there, but man, 3/10. 3/10 is the gap.
Yeah,
2/10.
Yeah, that's a small gap. And again, like, we all know how Burchett is good with maintaining tires, maintaining pace by saving tires.
Well, and
they only have a lap difference in tire, but if Austin Gardner used up too much battling the 56,
that's exactly it. Because Burchett is a almost touch.
That was close.
Garner's going to try to work that high line in a defense mode, but I don't know. I don't know if he's got enough. 10 to go.
Yeah, that's too many laps to defend, honestly.
He's pushing as hard as he can. You can watch that truck wiggling around on corner exit. And it's brought Christian DeBoer back into the mix here as he's caught back up to the 4 truck of Joey Burchett.
I don't believe he's going low enough to be able to save the tires. Burchett has had very much the best line, I believe, going extremely close to the bottom line.
45 is
3 and 4.
45. Austin Gardner is mirror driving at the moment, trying to take the line away from the 4.
That's right. The dirty air does work a little bit in the trucks.
45 back to the high line in 3 and 4. Got tight in the center. That's going to open the door for the 4 to come underneath.
And the 4 has a better run out of 4. Not cleared them yet, but they're close to it. And since Burchett seems to have better tires now, might be able to clear him out of 2.
He's got him cleared, and he slides up.
Slight job.
45 going to try to battle back on the bottom. Got tight through the center, came up the track a little bit as they hit each other, and the 45 catches it, saves it, still in the 2nd position.
Yeah, that's opening the door.
Oh, and there he goes into the wall, up the nose, out the 56.
Oh, you hate to see it. That's bad. And he's struggling to get out of the wall.
We're going to try to back this up so we can see what happened.
Yeah, I think the 56 kind of pushed him a little bit. But maybe that was a defensive move by the 45.
So I think the 45 tried to turn it down, and the 56 went to go high, and that was kind of the end of it. That was a battle for the 2nd position, and it just didn't work out for the 45. He looks like he is on pit road.
Yeah, he has a meatball flag. He's done for the night. So the battle that was for 4th is now the battle for 3rd, and it appears that O'Connor was able to get a little 0.5 of a second gap between himself and Gatley Downey.
5 laps to go. Joey Burchett appears to be extending his lead.
Oh, he's gone. I don't believe the 56 will be able to catch up as quick as he can be. I think it's in the pocket for Burchett.
Absolutely. I think our top 3 are pretty much solidified. I don't believe that Gatlin Downey is going to even come close to being able to keep up with the 59. I think he burned up his tires early on in the run. 4 to go this time by.
I have to say, it was, despite, you know, the lack of trucks, it's a bit disappointing to see so few trucks on the longest race of the season, but there was plenty of action.
Oh, absolutely.
That was still interesting.
It was sporadic, but there was some action.
I'm happy to report we do have a battle amongst the lapped cars. Todd Chase came by Joe Robert, and the 12 of Adam Chapman is also making a move on Joe Robert.
And those would be for position.
Yes, they are. They're battling for position right now.
For the 8th position, Kelly Thomas on the lead lap, yet in the 5th position, right in this mix with these guys. 2 laps to go.
Yeah, at this point, unless Christian DeBauer pulls something out of his hat, some fresh tires, some fresh rubber out of somewhere, I believe Burchett is, is winning this one.
White flag is out.
Yeah, race is official. And even O'Connor has made it a good gap between himself and Downey. O'Connor right now in position number 3 on the podium.
Joey Burchett
Yes,
enters turn 3. Exits turn 4. Gonna get another win on the season. Your winner, Joey Burchett. Christian DeBoer 2nd. Josh O'Connor 3rd. Gatlin Downey 4th. And Kelly Thomas 5th.
That was some good stuff for the second half of the race. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you to the interviews, Tony.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining.
My pleasure.
It was a struggle solo, I'll tell you what.
No doubt. So yeah, thank you for having me, and good night to everyone watching, and congratulations to the podium finishers. Good, amazing job to Burchett for the win, and I wish you all a happy evening.
All right. Well, as we wait for our podium top 3 drivers to enter the chat, here is your results for tonight. Joey Burchett going to get another win on the season. Christian DeBoer in 2nd. Josh O'Connor 3rd. Gatlin Downey 4th. Kelly Thomas 5th. And Angel Ball in 6th. Paul Hush in 7th. Those are your lead lap trucks. Then you have Todd Chase, Adam Chapman, and Joe Robert 1 lap down, Austin Garner 6 laps down, Scotty Watkins 7 laps down, and so on and so forth. We have our podium finishers here, so we're going to get this going. Let's see if we can get our race winner, Joey Burchett. Joey, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, another win for you. Small field. I was a little surprised that you gave up the track position when you came back down. It looked like the fuel up, but had a good run, a lot of pace there at the end, able to drive back by them and get the win. Tell us about it.
Yeah, truck felt really good tonight. That's kind of all into to Todd actually. Todd did a lot of testing from last week to this week on kind of the setup that we needed to kind of run truck wise and where to run. And yeah, I kind of owe it to him on this one. He kind of gave me the correct line setup stuff to run and where to really try to save at early, and it paid off. We just we tried to save as much as we could and not burn the rears off, and we could see it that first run racing Joe. I roasted him bad, but I could tell for some reason the way Charlotte is now, if you can stay within like 2 to 3 tenths of a buffer, it just sucks you with the guy in front. He'll just pull you around the track. So I noticed that on the longer runs, if somebody could get up there once you got about past lap 12 on a run, then they're going to stay with you for a while unless you can really move the air on, dump the air onto their front nose, and then you might be able to kind of start to break away a little bit. But like I said, it just came down to kind of more to pit strategy and making sure to fuel up at the right time. And I kind of got lucky on the last run with those guys catching Joe at where they did and splitting him 3 wide. It kind of slowed them way down.
Yeah.
It was able to allow me to get a real big run. I don't think I would have quite got to him that early, but felt like I was going to get to him, but it would have made it probably a lot tougher of a race. And then I thought it was going to be the three of us all the way to the end, and I think Christian and Austin got together there, but definitely. I think Bledsoe probably had the best truck tonight. It just unfortunately I think he got loose on fresh tires and hit the wall. But hey man, I got told apparently, or I got called out apparently a couple weeks ago in the broad in the podium finishing booth from Michigan that I don't race clean. So
Oh.
hopefully this comes out and shows them that I can actually, I do race clean. I've always raced clean, and that's my mantra. So
Yeah. So real quick, I want to say something because you had mentioned him and Todd Chase. Todd Chase showed a lot of speed tonight and had an unfortunate incident. Must have been speeding in the pits or something that got a black flag. But I really believe he had top five pace up there with you guys.
yeah, I was I was super surprised by Todd. He was super good on the long run. Like I said, like you said too, if he did get a speeding penalty, if he hadn't gotten that speeding penalty, I think he would have been up there battling for the win as well. He had the pace to hold in with everybody tonight, and you don't normally see that out of Todd week after week, but he's really been trying to work to improve, and it's starting to pay off for him. So I'm the whole team, and Chapman and Derek as well. We're all proud of him. So
Absolutely.
I'm
I wanted to get an opportunity to mention that because we talk to you all the time, but we don't talk to Todd. And tonight, I really saw the improvement on him. So, kudos to him and to you guys for working with him.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a team effort over there. We all, we try to work with each other week in, week out. We'll do some testing sessions with each other leading into the next week's track and try to see, where we need to be and kind of what kind of pace we've got. So I think it's paying off. And I wanna give Chapman a shout out too. I wasn't here last week. I couldn't make it. I didn't have any internet. So, but Chapman kind of held down the trackside for it and come out with a win at Richmond. So I wanna acknowledge him too.
Absolutely. Well, you know the deal. You've been up here before. We'll let you get your shout outs in and get you out of here to celebrate with your trackside team.
Yes, sir. Just think, iRacing iFlag coming on board for the whole team. Go check those guys out at iRacingIFlag.com if you're in the market for any sim accessories, kind of iRacing flag accessories. And then the boys at Trackside, Adam, Todd, Derek, for all they do with me. And then, you for doing the broadcast, you and all your admin group for putting on the league, and everybody that showed up, and races each week with us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations again on getting another win on the season, and we will see you next week at I don't even know where you guys are next week at Martinsville. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting.
Yes.
I heard through the grapevine that you might be okay at Martinsville.
Yeah, I've won one or two races there. That's the home track. So
Yeah,
we'll be trying to put on a show.
absolutely. All right, well, congratulations again, and we'll catch you next week.
I appreciate it.
All right, that was our race winner, Joey Burchett. Next up, we have second place, Christian DeBoer. Christian, Tony in the booth, you got a copy.
I do. I got you.
Man, you had a good run tonight, ran up front. We didn't see you much early on, but able to drive up through the field, get a little help with some pit strategy. Found yourself up at the front and just came up one spot short.
Yeah, I gave it all I had. Joey's so hard to race against. He's so fast, and he just doesn't make mistakes. So I tried. I felt like I could race against Austin or any of those other guys, but Joey's just tough to beat. I went a lap down early on pit stops, and I don't think I got any help from the cautions tonight. But I did get that lap back. Got a lucky dog. I saved a set of tires for the end in case we needed it. I double stinted the first set. Didn't seem to matter, but yeah, it was great to lead tonight. Great to be in front of Joey briefly. I usually only see his back bumper, but that was a lot of fun, and I feel bad about what happened to Austin at the end. I gotta apologize to him. I don't know if it was me or not, but I feel like I turned him.
So from and I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. But from my perspective, watching it, it seemed like he was either A, trying to catch the truck from being loose, or B, trying to put a block on you, and you went the other way. I I feel like that was a complete racing incident, so I wouldn't feel so bad
in
about
the
it.
in the replay, yes, he was already a little loose. I tried to push him. I
Right.
tried to push him up to Joey to get him side by side. I was tight at the end, and I was hoping they would battle each other some more, but instead he went straight to the outside wall. So
Yeah.
that was the end of that.
Yep, unfortunate, but it is a product of racing. But hey, up front tonight, led some laps, had some good battles there. I feel like if you may have had a little better chance if you didn't have to fight Austin for so many laps, but um, I
Yeah,
just didn't quite work
yeah,
out for you tonight.
yeah, and splitting Joe Robert three wide there from trying to lap him. That didn't help us either.
It was fun to watch, though. I'll tell
That
you
gave
that.
Joey a head start there.
Absolutely.
It was, but I knew we were losing time there. But yeah, big thanks to Prime Time and Ed Senior for spotting me through that. He helped a lot, and fuel mileage looked like it could be a factor. So, and big thank you to you for broadcasting.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations again. I feel like we're talking to you quite often nowadays, so keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see you next week at Martinsville.
Thank you. Looking forward to the playoffs and to survive Martinsville.
All right, man. Well, have a good night, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, you too.
All right, that was our second place finisher, Christian DeBoer. Next up, we have third place, Josh O'Connor. Josh, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. Tony, how you doing, brother?
Oh, pretty good, man. We saw you towards the back of the field, towards the front of the field. Had some good battling, a lot of battling with Gatlin Downey. Man, just tell us what you needed to bring home that checkered flag there towards the end.
What I really needed to bring home that checkered flag was definitely the speed of Sparklight in it. I'll tell you that. It works out great. That was a technical difficulty we pulled off earlier, and I almost just parked it after that. I did not anticipate this would be our finish tonight after that. I honestly had wrote this off immediately after the disconnect. Like I was pretty sure we were done for.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just at a surprise completely.
Yeah, well, man, salvaged a third place finish out of it, so you can't be feeling too bad about it. But podium finish, another good run for you, and putting on a show. Like I said, you were battling with Gatlin Downey quite a bit there. Looked like you had a lot better long run truck, and he was more aggressive on the restarts. But in the end, you were able to get around him and get that final podium position, and got to be interviewed again.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun to watch you out there. I'll let you get your shout outs in, and we'll get you out of here.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys. A big shout out to you guys for the broadcast and North South for bringing me around and, let me be such a hassle in the league. And shout out Yobo Designs, which is my, sports graphic design stuff, and Patriot Media, and everybody who's watching, family and friends who come out to support. So appreciate everybody and what they're doing. The clean racing we had tonight was phenomenal. It worked out great.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, we'll see you next week at Martinsville. Hopefully, y'all put on a good race and it's not a caution fest. But with that being said, we'll catch you later and see you next week.
Yes, sir. Take care. Have a great one.
You too. All right. Well, that's going to wrap things up here. Another good run. Small field, but very few cautions tonight. Had some good battles out there. Tune in tomorrow, actually, as the Cup Series heads to Rockingham. And then again on Thursday when the SFH ARCA Series is right back here at Charlotte. Have a good night, and we will catch you next time.
The thing thinking about joining the IBEW, listen up. These pros and cons might change your mind. Joining the IBEW comes with major benefits. First, top pay and solid benefits. Union members earn some of the highest wages in the trades, plus healthcare and retirement. Second, structured training through the apprenticeship gives you both classroom and in-the-field experience. Third, job security and mobility. Union representation protects you and allows you to travel to work across different states. And finally, strong brotherhood. You'll be part of a tight-knit community that has your back on and off the job.
Molly in my body got me overdrive. Can't even hear we talking about, bitch, you know my guy. Run outside, I let that pop, 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 pop. Run outside, he die, 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 die. That's a new one in my clique. That's a new one, he get hit. Oh my God, she bad. Yeah, that not my bitch. I ain't even gonna bed. All I do is hit. I only care if I said that BB on my shit. Yeah, that love her so bad, but I ain't cuffing bitch. I want Molly, I want God.